Hello friends, let's balance the chemical equation for the reaction between nitrogen dioxide and hydrogen to form ammonia and water by hit and trial method. First, we need to list out the atoms on the left hand side as well as the right hand side. So first, the nitrogen atom on the left hand side, how many atoms are there? One atom in nitrogen dioxide. Right hand side also nitrogen one time. So that we can list out nitrogen at the left hand side one, right hand side also one. Hydrogen at the left hand side two times, but the right hand side hydrogen is present at two different places. At one place 3, another place 2. So we need to split the number of atoms of hydrogen on the right hand side. That is, at one place 3 times, another place it is 2 times. The left hand side hydrogen 2 times. The next atom, oxygen, at the left hand side, how many atoms are there? 2 oxygen atoms on nitrogen dioxide. The right hand side, only 1 oxygen atom in water. So that we can write down. That is oxygen at the left hand side 2, the right hand side 1. When we check all the atoms, hydrogen at the left hand side 2, that's even number. But the hydrogen at the right hand side at one place 3, that's odd number. So this odd number must be made into even number by multiplying by 2. So this is multiplied by 2. This 2, where we need to write as a coefficient this odd number hydrogen. Where's this odd number hydrogen? In ammonia. Here only these 3 hydrogen atoms are there. Therefore, this 2 has to be placed as a coefficient of ammonia. That 2 is written as a coefficient of ammonia. When ammonia is multiplied by this coefficient 2, this 2 belongs to both nitrogen as well as hydrogen. Therefore, nitrogen will change at the right hand side as 2 times. So, the nitrogen will change, that is 2 times at the right hand side. But the nitrogen at the left hand side, how many times? Only 1 time. So in order to make it equal, so what has to be done? This nitrogen, this 1 has to be multiplied by 2 times. So that we can do it now. This 1 has to be multiplied by 2 times. Where we need to write this 2 we need to write as a coefficient of this nitrogen. It is present in nitrogen dioxide. So the nitrogen dioxide has to be multiplied by this 2. The nitrogen dioxide has to be multiplied by 2 times. When the nitrogen dioxide is multiplied by 2 times, what happens? That oxygen changes at the left hand side. That is 2 times 2, 4 oxygen atoms. So oxygen now we need to change. That is, it has become, what's that? The oxygen has become 4 times at the left hand side. But the right hand side oxygen, when we check that, how many times are there? Just one time. Therefore, this 1 we need to make into 4 by multiplying by 4. So that we can do it now. This is multiplied by 4. Therefore, this 4 we need to write as a coefficient of this oxygen. So this oxygen, where it is there? In water. So water has to be multiplied by 4 times. So the water we are multiplying by 4 times. Water is multiplied by 4 times. It is multiplied by 4 times. When we multiply the water by 4 times, what happens? the hydrogen becomes 4 times 2, 8. The even number hydrogen at the right hand side, it becomes now 8. So now that we need to make the change here, that is, this is made into 8. Now this becomes 8. So the right hand side, how many oxygen atoms are there? How many oxygen atoms are present at the right hand side? Now these two we need to add together. That is 3 times 2, 6. 6 plus 8, what is that? 14. So the right hand side, the total number of hydrogen atoms are 14. But the left hand side, how many hydrogen atoms are there? Only 2 hydrogen atoms. So in order to make the hydrogen atom equal on both the sides, what has to be done? This 2 has to be multiplied by 7. So that we can do it now. This is multiplied by 7 times. This 7 we need to write as a coefficient for this hydrogen, that we can write it here as a coefficient, that is 7 times hydrogen. Now when we check that, nitrogen on both the sides, the number of atom is 2. Hydrogen on both the sides, how many atoms are there? 14. Oxygen on both the sides, how many atoms are there? 4 atoms. So all the atoms of the elements on the left hand side as well as the right hand side are equal. Therefore, this equation is balanced. The balanced chemical equation is 2 moles of nitrogen dioxide plus 7 moles of hydrogen gives 2 moles of ammonia and 4 moles of water. That only once again written here. This is a balanced chemical equation. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing.